The Kruger L21 Wolf will make its first appearance in Star Citizen Alpha 4.3, and it's already catching the attention of ship enthusiasts. This sleek, single-seat light fighter will be the first vessel designed entirely in-house by Kruger Intergalactic, best known until now for their work on the P-52 Merlin and P-72 Archimedes. With a bold, retro-futuristic style inspired by 1950s automobile and golden age sci-fi, the Wolf stands out visually from the current lineup, with some in the community even comparing it to the Naboo starfighter from Star Wars. Lore-wise, it's billed as a nimble, lightly armed fighter built for maneuverability and style, perfect for quick strike engagements or carrier-style deployments. Its arrival will coincide with major changes to light fighter balance in Star Citizen Alpha 4.3, as well as continuation of resource drive events and the introduction of engineering gameplay with component damage, fires, and repair. But in a universe already overflowing with small, agile fighters, the question is, will the Wolf bring anything truly unique to the table, or will it end up as just another pretty hangar queen? That's exactly what we're going to find out in this new episode of Star Citizen Ship Talk. And if you're new to the channel, well, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps a lot. And we also have a giveaway. I'm giving away a Drake Golem, so just subscribe and comment to any videos posted. This one for 10 entries, automatic entries for Patreon and YouTube members. Good luck to everyone out there. So, let's first talk about my initial impressions after seeing this ship. From an aesthetic perspective, I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of those retro vibes, those 1950s curves, the sleek shapes, the chrome accents. We've seen hints of that style with Misk before, but it feels like Kruger is taking it to the next level here. The cockpit is phenomenal. That bubbled canopy should provide fantastic visibility, which is always a huge plus in the combat environment. But what really caught my attention is the instrumentation. It looks premium and incredibly detailed. It's not just a bunch of HUDs slapped here and there, but panels and controls that feel integrated into the fuselage, almost curved into the ship's structure. Visually, it's very satisfying. I also love the engines mounted on the wings, another retro touch that we don't often see in Star Citizen. That being said, it does raise a concern. If a wing is lost in combat, it's basically game over for the pilot. Now, not everything about the design is perfect. I'm particularly worried about the non-changeable ballistic Gatlings. While it's not confirmed that they are bespoke, it certainly looks like it, and given Kruger's track record, that wouldn't be surprising. The Merlin was literally built around a bespoke Gatling after all. And I also have one last little problem here. I would say that this rudder under the ship, well, it kind of makes the Wolf look like it has a penis. Aesthetically, it's a jarring element in an otherwise gorgeous design, and I really hope that we'll be able to retract or hide it. But that's pretty much it for its looks. Now let's discuss its possible uses. As is often the case with Star Citizen ships these days, the Wolf is going to be quite specialized, quite niche, and will only fit certain roles. From what we've been told, it's going to be extremely light and very fast, which makes it an ideal candidate for hit-and-run strategies. Combine that with limited missile loadout, just 8 in total, and its ballistic Gatling guns, and you can imagine that it's going to be gearing toward a certain type of gameplay, basically hit-and-run tactics. Especially once armor works as intended, I see this ship swooping in after another fighter has tripped the enemy shields, finishing off the target with a precise burst of fire and then moving on to another target to finish. This is not going to be your typical solo PvE ship. I don't think you'll be able to achieve much in most space combat missions with this ship, in fact. Like many ships in Star Citizen, it will really shine as part of a group. In fact, it's probably going to be a specialized ship in a larger fleet composition. That's how it will make sense. Now, there's one factor that might allow solo PvE players to take it out for some entry-level combat, which is its generous ammo capacity, over 3,600 rounds. With that, I think you could manage one or maybe two low-tier missions, especially if they feature weaker opponents like Aurora, Buccaneers, or maybe some Reliance. But I can't see you succeed in tougher contracts, especially against better equipped ships and in larger numbers, given how fragile it is said to be. One last hope, I really wish that we could refill ballistic ammos in the hangars of our own ships. 3,600 shots might sound like a lot, but in practice that's about 2 missions worth of fire. Having to constantly return to our station or outpost just to restock is going to be a pain, so if we could reload between each sorties from the hangar of a Polaris or an Idris, that would be a real quality of life win. And remember, it's the year of playability, so hey, why not, right? So, will the Kruger L21 Wolf be useless in Star Citizen? I wouldn't go that far, but I also wouldn't expect it to be a universal solution to all of your space combat needs. This is not a ship you buy as your main daily flyer. It's a ship you bring out when you have a very specific job to do. In the right conditions, like fast strikes, cleanup work after another fighter has done the heavy lifting, or coordinated fleet actions, it could be incredibly satisfying to fly. And let's be honest here, style counts for something, and the Wolf oozes style. But outside of those scenarios, its limitations are going to be very noticeable. Limited missiles, fixed ballistic gatlings, fragility, and a reliance on teammates mean that solo players will quickly run into its shortcomings. Sure, you might grind out some low-tier bounties for fun, but you're going to hit a wall fast. In the end, I see the Wolf as a luxury ship, a specialist tool, and a collector's piece. It's the kind of ship you take out when you feel like a hotshot ace in a retro-futuristic fighter within a group, not when you want to make a living running contracts. If you understand that going in, you'll probably love it. But if you expect to do everything with it, then you will be disappointed. So that's pretty much it regarding the L21 Wolf. Again, I'm going to obviously trying out. I know that we have a lot of fans at the Red Club of Kruger Intergalactic. Some people are very excited about it. Some people even don't mind the penis under the ship. I think it's visually disgraceful. That's what I think. But let me know in the comment section down below what your opinions are